G'day guys, and welcome to Risty Business. And wow, I have to say a huge thank you to all the new subscribers and their amazing support. And a massive thank you to Jody for that amazing shout out on his channel. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to start putting together the 1,000 subscriber giveaway sooner than I anticipated, but that's a good problem to have. So today we're going to be looking at the Zelos Spearfish, the recently released model from Zelos. Zelos is a micro brand operating out of Singapore, founded and run by Elshin Tain. Elshin's commitment to high quality timepieces through the use of high quality materials and high end and low end movements means he provides his customers with some exceptional value timepieces. He also likes to dabble in exotic materials, often proving to be quite popular and selling out in seconds. These range from his titanium Damascus and crystallized titanium cases, along with dials made out of meteorite, forged carbon, and even minerals such as aventurine. There really isn't much that he hasn't used in his watches. The Spearfish is the big brother to the Swordfish model. And as an owner of a couple of Swordfish models, this was a no-brainer for me. So let's have a quick look at this under the macro and let's go over the specs. Now this is an extremely hard dial to describe. Under the macro, the dial is almost reminiscent of craters upon the moon. However, to the naked eye, the brushing effect is a lot more subtle. That radial sunburst dial catches the light at the right angles, and the fume effect on the outer edges really mutes the whole effect. Now the case and bracelet feature 316 stainless steel with a 1200 HV hardening coating. The bracelet features high polished chamfered edges which run across the case and down the other side of the bracelet. It also has brushed sides which also match on the bracelet, on the front of the bracelet with the same brushing effect. The edges of each link also features the same high polished chamfered edges, really making this piece something that plays with the light very nicely. You might think an orange dial is something that might be tough to wear, however with that fume dial I really think it brings the whole piece down, mutes it and makes it something very special for you, the wearer. We've also got that exhibition case back featuring sapphire crystal, showing off that beautiful Joux-Perret G100 movement. Now measuring this up, the official specs are on the screen now. However, looks like the bracelet is just a notch shorter at 19.3mm, tapering down to 17.7mm, with a clasp width of about 20mm. We have a case width just over 40mm, and it looks like the crown extends a few mil on that as well. We also have a lug to lug of about 46.8mm. Again, there we have that beautiful orange dial capturing the light. A notable upgrade here on the Swordfish, the Spearfish now features female end links, a very nice feature indeed, allowing this piece to conform very nicely to the vast majority of wrists. Now this clasp also features a quick release ratchet system. You just press this lever in here, which releases the ratchet, allowing you to pull the bracelet out. And then you can easily push the bracelet in, clicking through each of those ratcheting locks. And here we have the real star of the show, the Joux-Perret G100 movement. Zelos, at the time of recording, is one of the first micro brands to feature this movement. This is a no compromises movement. It features a high power reserve of 68 hours, and it makes no sacrifices in achieving this, maintaining a high beat rate of 28,800 beats per hour. Unlike some of the competition out there that generally use a slower beat rate to achieve a higher power reserve, you are getting the best of both worlds here. The other thing to note here is this is a Soigné grade G100 movement. That means it features regulation to 4 positions as well, so you're also getting a very accurate timepiece indeed. Now over to the wrist shots. For your reference, I have a 6.92 inch wrist and it fits beautifully. The female end links probably help a little bit. I was never a big fan of the bracelet on my swordfish models, opting for my silicone straps in those pieces. I've had this on the bracelet for a couple of weeks now and it's been fantastic. A very comfortable, easy to forget piece that hugs the wrist and doesn't pinch it in any way, shape or form. Now let's have a look at a few other strap options. First up is my Barton Joux-Perret silicone straps, and I've been enjoying the Spearfish on this particular strap for the last few days. I believe the black is a perfect complementing colour to the bezel and the overall watch. Next up we have the smoke grey Joux-Perret strap, also from Barton. Again, nice, but I don't think it's a perfect matching there. I think it's a bit too light. Now we have a camo canvas strap. Again, probably not something that I would personally wear, but I don't think it's a bad look. I think it works, and I also think this will appeal to quite a few people. Next up we have the stitched black leather strap. I believe the black and the coloured stitching really complements the bezel in this combination. I believe the colour of the stitching is almost a perfect match for the loom colouring on the bezel. Next up we have a black grained leather strap. A nice clean strap, probably helping promote the elegance of this watch. And finally, brown leather. Yeah, no. Now to niggles, and there's not a lot to complain about here. Personally, I would have preferred a 12-hour bezel here rather than the 60-minute 120 click dive bezel, but it's not a major make or break issue for me. And overall, the clicks are nice and clean compared to some of my titanium watches, so I can't complain about that, but I really would have liked 12-hour indicators on there. Now the final niggle is something I personally haven't noticed, but I have heard a few people complain about. The rotor winds in a single direction, and some people have experienced a noticeable wobble with this. Again, something I haven't noticed. The other issue there is it does make a bit of noise. However, this is something that doesn't bug me. As you can see, the camera does capture the sound of the rotor spinning. However, in reality, this is such a minor thing. I don't think it will take anything away from this piece. Now, it looks like most of the Zelos Spearfish models are currently sold out, with a handful of the forged carbon model still available. So if that interests you, head over to the Zelos website and pick one up. Now, if there's another model or color variation that interests you, I suggest heading over to the Zelos Timekeepers group on Facebook. It's a great bunch of guys and girls, often trading their pieces there and sharing stories. Elsham is also quite active on the group, sharing upcoming pieces and also supporting his social media following and providing support for some of his pieces. He's very active and very engaged with his audience. So I hope everybody's enjoyed the video. If so, please give me a like or a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or feedback, please leave it below and I will try my best to take it on board for future videos. And once again, a huge thank you to all the new subscribers, and a reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. And like my previous videos, I like to do an unboxing at the end, and this video is no different. So we're going to have a quick look at this citizen here,